When all the work out there is finished, what we'll end up with is a new surface that effectively matches what we have here in the existing ground plane, being the granite sets and the Cowker pink granite bands that run across the forecourt. So down here on the forecourt now we have the first section of pavement being laid, and this section of pavement is known as the benchmark. It's the final quality control measure we have, where we test all the lane, the patterns, the grouts before we lay across the entire forecourt. How's it going?
It's going well, man.
That's the way. There's an interesting story with the forecourt and the granite that we're sourcing out of South Australia. It's been sourced from a quarry that's the original location it came from some 30 odd years ago. It's a quarry that's 2 hours east of Adelaide, literally a paddock in the middle of nowhere. The hole in the ground was reopened. About 6 months ago they started reproducing the stone out of that original quarry. So as you can see here, we have the first round of bags delivered to site. These bags have about 5 square metres of stone each. There's obviously a lot of these bags to come yet to do the 6,000 square metres of the forecourt. Each bag has a series of granite sets. These sets are almost a cube in dimension. They're a split granite with an exfoliated face. They've come through from the processing and quarry in South Australia. The bags are sorted in a range of colours, and those colours are critical because across the forecourt we need to mix the subtle variations in colours that ranges between pink, brown and some slightly darker hues. It relies on the layers randomly selecting out of these bags to get that good colour mix, and of course doing the hand selection to get these to sit within that pattern. As you can see here, they're starting to lay the first band of granite sets, and each band is defined by a Cowker band that runs east-west, and then within that there's a series of fans. The fans are set out by a steel jig. Within each fan pattern then there's quite a time-consuming laying hand exercise to individually slot each set into the 13 odd rows, and they're laid in a way that each fan can mash in with the next radii as it arcs around. The Cowker also comes from South Australia. It's sourced from a quarry that's 8 hours west of Adelaide. It's a product that is used, well, not only in the Opera House, but is been extensively used in Canberra, and it's a product that I suppose is integrated quite nicely with the Sienna granite in comparison to the Cowker granite. We now have a scenario where some 30 years later the stone's coming back together again with its original home, being the granite of the Sydney Opera House Forecourt.
Well, that was good.
That's very good. You're actually quite a professional. I'm pretty impressed.